Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first astrology video, so I'm a bit excited and I don't know really how it's gonna go. I hope good. And we are going to cover today March 2025 astrology sign by sign. It's a very, very, very intense month. It has this very dreamy and a little confusing opening with like Mercury conjoining first the North Node and then Neptune. We have then the shenanigans blowing up with Venus retrograde in Aries, the conjunction with Mercury. We're gonna have an eclipse. We're gonna have Mercury retrograde. We're gonna have a second eclipse, and then the ingress of Neptune in Aries, an historical event. Like by the end of the month, the sky will be looking up, will be like completely new. We are going to be the first humans to look at the sky the way it's going to be at the end of March 2025. Isn't that romantic? So without further ado, let me jump into the horoscopes and tell you what's in store for you this month. And these predictions are based mainly on rising signs, but check also your sun and your moon to have a complete overview of your month of March. And maybe also check your Mercury and Venus since they're going to be the star of the show. And like if you don't know these things yet, like just Google a birth chart calculator, log in your birthday and birth hour, your birthplace, and boom, you're going to have your completed entire birth chart. So let's get into it. Okay, my Aries babies, welcome to your horoscope. And let me just say that this month of March is going to start in a little bit of an introspective and somber way, like really being attracted by your own shadow and wanting to investigate it, your subconscious speaking to you, sort of feeling like a call of the void, and really digging into the side of yourself, which may let itself be heard through vivid dreams, maybe some synchronicities. If you believe in this type of things, synchronicity, paranormal, that this is going to be the beginning of the month is going to be pretty active on this point of view. And you're really in the mood to do some like soul searching, digging into yourself. It's not gonna feel pretty, but it's going to be really useful, being nurturing towards yourself in this period. Then Venus retrograde will kind of be low-key the textbook definition of the transit. Like, I'm going to say this for a few signs. Venus retrograde will be the Venus retrograde for a few of you, and you are among these people. And really, I don't know if you know the K-drama Business Proposal. Go watch it if you want to understand what's the vibes going to be this Venus retrograde. It's going to be like K-drama, like shenanigans, rom-com, messy. You also, though, may get a lot of opportunity on your workplace. Things may like fall into your lap, but you also may feel really nostalgic about your old self, your old aesthetics, planning like a throwback, like a rebranding based on some nice period of the past, some old aesthetics you were rocking a while ago. And of course, exes may come back, so beware of those. Or you may be the ex that comes back. The eclipse will hit you kind of on the I really don't like talking about so seriously about health in astrology, but it covers the house that pertains to that. So you may feel sluggish, you may feel lazy, you may feel today I don't feel like doing anything. So you may also neglect house chores. I'm not a native English speaker, I'm sorry. So rest, taking your veggies and vitamins, Like, make sure the house is somewhat clean. Take care of your body and your mind. With Mercury retrograde, life is going to get even more chaotic, even more rom-commy. You may like be clumsy, say things that you shouldn't, like some kind of epic fails, but I mean, like, they can also be cute. You can also like come off as like adorable while doing these things. The second eclipse, though, will be low-key a tower moment, like really, really having heavy realizations about yourself. I don't want to be super dramatic, but yeah, an ego death, if so we can call it. Really, really heavy epiphanies, and really coming to a place where your old self meets your current and new self. This is the last mental breakdown before an insane glow up, an insane moment in which you are going to shine and be beautiful and be dreamy. But you have to go through this rough patch first, in which you have to come to terms with who you really want to be, like being like old you but improved, or I don't know, you will figure it out. By the end of the month, the communication will still be with others, with anyone, it will still be a little bit problematic, a little bit dramatic. You will struggle to make yourself feel heard, to really like make others understand how you feel. It's going to get frustrating. Please be patient. Not everyone out there is in tune with their inner child and understand what you're going through. And at the end of the month, things will start like kind of feel dreamy and a little bit confusing, especially still about yourself. You're still a work in progress, but I promise this is the start of a very, very, very beautiful chapter in your life, and you are going to shine. Okay, my Taurus babies, it's your turn. And really, the beginning of this month, but this is going to be like a recurrent theme, will get you step into your social consciousness, like your social justice consciousness. You will feel very frustrated by the state of humanity right now. I think this is like something we are all going through, but you guys, you will feel it. You will really, really feel it. Your hopes about the world and the community and the future, you may partake to protests, do activism, and the first part of Venus retrograde is actually going to be pretty rough, like digging into yourself to study your relationship patterns, to study your wounds. Old wounds may reopen. You may be faced with some toxic relationship patterns, like regardless of whether it's you, the one who perpetrates them, or your partner. You may feel like a little bit of a heavy burden from the past, like thinking about how people treated you in the past and really realizing you still have to fully heal from these things. Like, there's a lot of stuff related to love bubbling up from the subconscious, and it's not going to be a fun time facing that, but it's also going to be worth it. Healing yourself and coming to terms with how people treated you, how you treat people. It is really, really important. You may want to forgive someone or to ask for someone's forgiveness, even if it's just in your head, even if you can't reach out to this person anymore. Really, forgive yourself and ask for forgiveness. The eclipse will have you revolutionize everything you thought you knew about your creative processes, especially if you're an artist, really creating in completely different ways and ditching the old ones. And you may find yourself attracted to things that now give you joy, but once you would have never thought about them. Really, it's a time to use art and creativity to heal yourself, and you may be very, very surprised about what makes you feel good in these departments. You may feel a little bit of grief for leaving behind things that once brought you joy, but now they just don't anymore. But it's okay. It's okay to do a little bit of revolution in this in this period. It's okay. It's normal if you feel that need. Mercury retrograde, like, really, more introspection, more journaling, more digging into your shadow self, into your dark side. That part of yourself will really scream for help and ask for your attention. Don't get me wrong when I said like scream for help. Like, just, you will feel the need to take care of yourself on that department, in that department. So don't ignore that call you feel, like, even though it may once again feel uncomfy. And also really be wary of people in your circle, like both your close circle or like just acquaintances, plotting and scheming against you. This goes for like the entire month, but especially in the middle of it. Be wary, especially from like the middle to its end. But the entire month, I don't want to make you paranoid, but really the snakes are there, and they may be totally plotting against you. So really, really select the people to trust this month. You will actually, by the end of the month, kind of come to the realization that humanity must be loved in its entirety, like as a whole, even with its dark sides. You will come to the end of your like reflection about society, really embracing humanity in all of its facets and finding new hope for the future. And maybe you can see this vision of something a little wonky, like wobbly, jumbled, but it's like we are imperfect as humans, and the future, like our history is not linear, but you are going to embrace that and to see humanity in this. And like conversation about these topics with people may feel like a little bit jumbled, a little bit wonky, some kerfuffles, but like, please bear with that. Like, facts don't care about your feelings. Feelings are facts. Remember, feelings are facts. And finally, the second eclipse will really be like the final moment of this whole month of shadow work and soul searching, soul digging. Like, it's going to end with a bang and with like heavy epiphanies. Once again, it may not look cool, but it's needed. And after all of this, then like it's going to get much, much calmer. The gate on your subconscious will kind of close and you will feel more at peace. Like, you won't have the same like crystal clear clarity about this, but maybe it's better. Maybe it's better for your own peace of mind. Okay, my Gemini babies, it's your turn, and I'm very glad to tell you that the beginning of this month will treat you really, really well on like the workplace, the job place. You will feel like really inspired, and things may get actually kind of dreamy on your workplace, but also a little bit confusing. You may feel to really like pour your heart out. Like, you may feel a little bit lazy on the practical side when it comes to your job, but really like being in a state of, damn, I love my job. Like, really approaching it from an emotional side. And you may also get more popular, like become a sort of entrancing, mysterious figure. Like, this is your office siren moment. And this type of popularity may though come with a little bit of a dark side, because people will get envious, you know? So watch out for the gossip. The start of Venus retrograde will actually be very playful, lots of new acquaintances, things may get fun, a little messy, and some like triangles or polygons. And you too will be empathizing with humanity, its hurdles, change your thoughts about the future. You may bond over these topics with the aforementioned people, whether they like new or your old friends, your old acquaintances. The eclipse will be heavy on the household and the family side. Here things will get a little bit more serious. You may find comforting to doing your house chores, tidying up your room. That can feel healing around eclipse time. Once again, I don't want to be dramatic over these things. Astrology is too much of a really, let's not get paranoid about these things, but there may be some health problems among your family members. You may have to take some hard to swallow pills about your family. It's the quite dramatic closing of a few chapters in this department of family feuds and disputes. Things will get messier with the aforementioned new acquaintances as the month goes by, and those discussions about society will as well. Try to not fight strangers online. The end of the month will see you becoming even more popular on your workplace. You may have a fling of this type of with a coworker or with your boss. Once again, watch out for envious people over there. You may feel nostalgic, wanting to do throwbacks, especially if you're an artist. You may if your job is being an artist, you may bring back some old vibes into your works. The final eclipse will be the grand finale of this month's shenanigans of your whole new relationships and possible love triangles, all the, once again, the K-drama type of stuff that has went down this month. It's going to come at a bit of a dramatic ending with the second eclipse, and also you will flesh out your view on humanity and on your future, on the future of the world as a whole. This is quite a peculiar historical time, even though you need more searching on this type of topic. And you will wrap up the month with the same strong activity on your workplace. Actually, even better, because like I said, at the beginning of the month, it was more of I love my job. Now you're going to get the work going, be known, even more known. Still careful about who you talk to. People talk, and they may let their feelings cloud their judgment, or you can, on your workplace. Please don't do that, and try to understand if people are doing that with you. Okay, Cancer babies, welcome to your horoscope, and let's get into it. The beginning of the month will be very spiritual, actually. It is going to be a prominent topic of your life. You're going to think about what lies beyond this physical world. You're going to be hungry for a life that spans beyond the material world. You may get more spiritual, have a more active spiritual life, may start studying spirituality, religions, whatever. And you also may feel the longing for a nice trip to a faraway place. Really low-key, with the Gemini risings, you're going to have lots of popularity on your workplace, and be careful because people are envious, blah 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 blah. It's kind of the same thing. It goes also for you, and it also goes for you, the fact about the fling, fling with the boss, with a coworker. Really lots of popularity and people loving you, but once again, stay wary. Especially from the middle to the end of the month, people will talk behind you. Once again, this is what the stars say. So please don't be paranoid. I'm just being the messenger. And once again, if you're an artist, you may feel the need to revisit old projects, to trying to bring them back into life, even though there are going to be logistic problems for that. But just in general, bringing old vibes into your new stuff. Really, when it comes to your workplace, be patient about making your ideas turn into life. Really, when it comes to your job, be patient about turning your ideas into reality. It can be a little daunting this month, despite how inspired you feel. And yeah, it's going to get gossip girly. So yeah, move in silence, especially around the eclipse, because really all the messiness is going to like pop off around the first eclipse. People in your life, in your closest circles, will show their true colors, or you will show them yours. Really, all the facades are falling down. Drama. You may part ways with toxic friendships. Hold people or hold people accountable, or you may held or you may be held accountable for some things. You may also, on this first eclipse, be crashing out about studying, about uni. Take a day off. Don't study on this day. Really, don't consume yourself, and really avoid the burnout. Stay home, like going out on field trips and giggles, but do them only if you are 100% sure it may replenish you, because like issues will ensue during these trips. So I'd rather stay home, actually chilling at home. On your workplace, from like middle to end of the month, people like, once again, let's not be paranoid, but the stars say the snakes are slithering. They are. You may be a little clumsy, once again, like this goes for you too. Do some epic fails, but it can come off as cute. You may have some very original ideas about your job, and the people who are working with you may find them either revolutionary, or they're going to tell you what is going on in your mind. By the end of the month, your love life will improve significantly. Possibly some new suitors will show up, or the return of the exes. So yeah, be careful about the red flags. Please keep your boundaries up, your judgment rational. And it's going to be better though. It's going to be more lovey-dovey, more cuter. You may find yourself again drawn to spirituality and experimenting with it, and you may bond with your romantic suitors over the topic of spirituality. They may be of very much different beliefs from you, and this can cause friction, but also it can be a very, very good occasion to exchange ideas that may help each other. And you may also start dating people from faraway places. The end of the month will be pretty dramatic on the workplace side. You may like be finally done with something you've been putting up with for too long. You may fire yourself, or getting fired actually. People will see you in a new light, and you will see your coworkers and bosses in a new light. You could get cancelled, but like this just hope not. It's really going to be a whole revolution when it comes to your work life. Watch your tongue, both online and offline. By the end of the month, the snakes will get actually real quiet. They're going to be too confused by you. You will get this sort of mysterious, dreamy aura that will really, really confuse them and put them back in their places. So yeah, this is also going to give a little bit more of peace of mind, since people from now on will kind of struggle to figure out who you are from your first impressions, your appearance, your like the surface alone. And actually your new job ventures will feel like a dream. Like it may be a little like, it may take you a while to figure out how to make things work, but I promise you, when you do, it's going to feel like a dream. Lots of good opportunities on your way. And once again, you will keep on being focused on spirituality, find solace in it, journaling about them, possibly praying, doing mantras, duas, mudras, whatever your beliefs are. It is going to be a source of solace for you. Is going to stay that. So Leo, my Leo babies, what's up? This is your horoscope. And the beginning of the month will be a little daunting because you're going to feel pretty introspective, a little anxious. You will find yourself reflecting to pretty dark topics. Yeah, you may find yourself reflecting about death, the circle of life, and some peculiar sides of yourself, your dark side. You too will think about your dark side a lot. You may also reflect on your sexuality, on aspects of it that are yet to be explored, that may make you feel uncomfortable. Your thoughts will be directed in this direction, so please be kind to yourself, analyze, journal, but also like pamper yourself, because having these thoughts may like be a little rough, and you may feel the need to reach out to someone you don't have a really good past with, like someone that has really wronged you, or vice versa, someone you hurt. You may feel the need to reach out to them, or they will reach out to you. And when this will happen, really speak to them with your heart in your hands. Really show them your true colors, but also keep your boundaries up. You need to remember that like you have to respect yourself and be respected by others. So really be as mature as possible in this type of conversations. So Venus retrograde will be pretty interesting because you may start experiencing love as a whole very differently, really rethinking the way you see it, the way you feel it. You too may be dating people with different spiritual beliefs than you, and you guys may be bonding over these things, or you may be like quarreling a little. You may start exploring your spirituality differently thanks to love. You may get into long distance relationships or relationships with people from faraway places. You may feel the need, the urge to go back to faraway places that mean a lot to you, or like finally visiting some distant country you've been wanting to see for years. Once again, experiment a lot culturally, in a spiritual way. This is a whimsical transit for you. It's not gonna be tough, actually. The eclipse, though, the first eclipse will hit you financially, so please don't spend your money in crazy ways. Don't splurge. Don't invest in anything right now. Please guard your savings. Take care of everything you own, everything that's your possession, your house, some land. Take care of it. And also, you may feel doubtful about your own talents. Please just understand this is transient. Like, you are a bad bee. You are a bad bee, bad queen bee. Like, I know you're going to doubt yourself a little bit, but who doesn't every once in a while? But also, you may discover some hidden talents within you that you just like didn't imagine you had them. Or you may come to terms you're not actually fit for some type of thing, activity. But like, once again, don't be catastrophic about this. It's the eclipse. I wouldn't take anything happening that day as like verbatim. So if you fail at something you thought you were good at, keep on giving it more shots in the following weeks, because really it's not worth it to give up on something just because it didn't go well on an eclipse day. So traveling may get even more hectic from like middle to end of the month, and your eventually long distance relationships may get also more hectic. The communication will be intense. You may experience sort of a mystic crisis, so please like take care of yourself, journal, try to not overthink spirituality. Just like go with its flow, experiment with it, but do not overthink it. It's not worth the pain. So yeah, like journal, analyze yourself, but not to the point of total overthinking. So the end of the month may end with a breakup, and like with someone, like not necessarily a romantic breakup. You may part ways with someone that can't handle your dark side. because the aforementioned topics of digging into your dark side will come back stronger than ever, and you may be too much for some people, but it's not like the thing is that we all have a dark side and our dark sides don't match. So don't feel like you're too dark for someone. Simply those people weren't the right fit for you. There's outside someone that can handle that better and that have a dark side you can deal with better. And really, in this time, in this last eclipse, show love to that side of yourself. Don't hate that. Like, it's there for a reason. Embrace it, show it love. Don't be resentful towards it. You really, really, really need to show love to that side of yourself. And try to not get too crushed by these somber musings. They will pass, don't worry. Like, times will get more whimsical in the future. And finally, you're going to have a dramatic realization. Like the eclipse is actually going to be about this. You're going to be such an intense realization about your spirituality. It will kind of like wrap up this month of soul searching, and it may feel a little dramatic, but it's needed. It may feel very emotional, and things will actually get very dreamy from now on. You will be on your spiritual path from now on. And remember, the search has just begun. And really, your subconscious will get even louder at the end of the month. So, like, please bear with it. Journal, talk to people you trust. Once again, be kind to yourself. Don't overthink. And show yourself love. Bear with it. It is going to pass. And while you're going through it, take the occasion to analyze yourself and to get to know yourself better. Take care. Virgo babies. So the start of the month is really, really, really good, especially for meaningful connections. You will strengthen the most important bonds in your life, and you may end up getting to know more people that will end up being your most trusted people, your loved ones. Really lots of going out with these beautiful people, lots of chatting, lots of texting, and also making great connections on your workplace. Venus retrograde, on the other hand, it's going to get a little tougher because you really will be put face to face with the dark side of love. You may end up revisiting old wounds and unhealthy relationship patterns, whether you are the perpetrator or like your present or past partners. Toxic people from the past may come back. Be kind to yourself and these people. Try to like maturely talk things over. And once again, journal, analyze yourself without overthinking. I know it's hard, but you can do it. The first eclipse will be heavy. Like, this is a tower moment. I don't want to be. Once again, like, please, like, take these things with a grain of salt. I'm just being the messenger of the stars, the Sidereus Nuncius, like, I don't know if I said it correctly. I'm Italian, I should. The way Galileo called himself. I hope he's not mad at me making horoscopes. I think he's not. But I was saying, Virgos, it is going to be an ego death, really. It is going to be a whole deep rebranding, a very intense, dramatic realization about yourself. It's going to be the beginning of a new you, a rebranding, a glow up. So yeah, it is going to feel tough at first, but this is just the beginning. Saying it in a Maddie Parrots type of way. From mid to end of the month, you may end up quarreling with former and present love interests, and you may end up overthinking stuff about love. Please take care of yourself and of these people. Be kind to yourself and others, especially if painful realizations arise. The end of the month will actually be much sweeter. You're going to link up with people from your past, with old besties. It's going to be a girl so confusing type of time. Really, it is the right time to make peace with important people of your past that like you've parted ways in not so good terms with. And also like on the love department, here the rom-com vibes and like the sweet K-drama vibes are pretty heavy. It may get a little intense, but if you act mature and you value your feelings and others, everything will be okay. You will work it out on the remix. So the second eclipse will be another heavy moment, another tower moment, another moment of heavy realizations about yourself. It may be a day in which you will need a liberatory, freeing, crying session, but it is going to be a needed one. It is going to hurt, but your subconscious will feel so much soothed after. And also like after it, the gate on your subconscious will close. You won't be so much tormented by these type of things and topics anymore. But this part of yourself may keep on talking to you through your dreams. So yeah, there's still a need for clarity, but it's not going to feel as heavy as it has felt so far. Also because you're kind of feel a little bit detached from this side of yourself. You won't be able to understand it as good as you did these days, but once again, maybe it's better because this month it will be a too close for comfort type of experience with your dark side. But yeah, like also don't worry, on the other hand, the end of the month is going to like go full blown 2000s Y2K sitcom rom-com, so it's also going to be fun, a little bit messy but fun. Like I said, all that sweet reconnecting, it's going to be really good. Okay, my Libra babies, welcome to your horoscope, and we're beginning with the beginning of the month, of course, and it's going to be a moment of realizing that your body is a temple and that your household reflects your mind. So really a moment of taking care of your body, taking care of your household, but also taking things slow. And if you have some health problems, you may these days end up debating new meds or treatments with your doctors. You'll be feeling all of the Venus retrograde in Aries. You're going to feel it so much. Really, I just like go listen to The Nile is a River by Doechii. I can wrap it up now for Venus retrograde in Aries. Like, go listen to that song. It's going to be you during the month of March. So yeah, like important friendship and relationships will become kind of a roller coaster. Be careful about snakes. Be careful about others' infidelity. Don't be messy. Don't do that. Bumps along the way, but you may also be surprised by some like unexpected positive events. You may find out the universe has really, really weird ways to remind you life is good. So the eclipse also for you is going to be a heavy moment of like realizing things about the darkest part of yourself and like having some painful epiphanies, having unexpected realizations about yourself, your subconscious, the darkest part of yourself. And also some hidden enemies may come to life. Some people that have been getting away for way too long with their shenanigans. You will catch them. So as the month goes on, like middle to end of the month, you will start selecting people in your life based on how good they make you feel. Like if someone sends you in fight or flight response, ditch them. Like really listen to your system. It knows better who to keep in your life. And those people who are literal serotonin boosts, keep them. They're a keeper. Show as much love as possible to yourself, your body. Take care of your health. Eat your veggies. Get your vitamins in. Take care of your household. Don't be a slob, please. I know it's hard, but please do that. Your mental and physical health will really benefit from that. And also take care of your pets. So the second eclipse will really have you realizing which people are worth keeping in your life and who's not. The final selection, the squid game of your circle ends on the second eclipse day. So yeah, breakups may happen, not necessarily romantic ones, and try to stay on good terms with people who deserve it as much as possible. And also like end work partnerships that don't work anymore. And on these departments, life from now on will get much better. Like really, you're going to be surrounded by much better people. Maybe you won't realize it at first. Maybe you still be in a phase of, oh my god, who I trust, who I shall not trust. But trust me, the right people will stay beside you from the end of the month onwards. And please, at the end of the month, stay careful when it comes to your house. Like, you may experience a domestic accident. Look after your pets. They are at risk of this too. You may end up getting some minor health issue like the flu or something, so keep in touch with your doctors. Scorpio babies, what's up? It's your turn. And so the month is beginning with a great deal of artistic and creative energy, especially if you're an artist. This is your time to shine. The beginning of March is going to be really good. So it's going to be actually quite a few days of abundance, like of fun, creating nice things, enjoying what makes you feel happy, partying, staying with great people. Like, this is a moment of quality time with quality people. And maybe also some good sexting. So this Venus retrograde will make you realize you're a bit starved for love. Like, you need love to function. And maybe like if you have a partner or you're dating someone, this person will make you realize that. And maybe in order to like feel more loved, you will also like I advise you to take care of your household, because once again, the household is the reflection, the mirror of our minds. So taking care of that will improve also your mental health. And maybe this hunger of love will bring you to get a pet, possibly your first pet or a type of pet you've never heard before. And there is the high risk you may experience what I felt when I got my cat, which is literally postpartum depression. Because see, getting a pet and also like one that requires a lot of time and attention, it can be a soul crushing event. Like, your life will turn upside down, it will change. There's going to be this new variable in your life, and you will start to miss your old one. It can get really daunting, but please power through. Please get the help of your partner with that. If you two like live together, great. It can be a rough experience to navigate, but please hold on tight. I've been having my cat for 4 years, and now I will never go back. Like, once it settles, once that becomes the new normal, really you will never be wanting to go back. So please give this baby a chance. And like, there can be lots of discussions on this topic, on also the topic of the household with your partner, with like the people that you share your things with. And there can be like chaos because of this new life in your household, or you yourself will bring the chaos in an attempt of like changing the furniture, repainting the walls. Like, you will feel the need to breathe new life into your household, or you may feel like or you may feel like completely rebranding your routine. And this is going to be hard. This is going to feel really daunting. So please bear with that. And the first eclipse is going to make you feel kind of like Taurus and Gemini placements and have your social justice moment, have your what is the world going to moment, what are my hopes for the future moment. So the whole stress that's going on into like your life, your daily life, will extend to a more existential level, more humanitarian level, and you may really, really feel disappointed by humanity around this time. So by the end of the month, things may get back in the way they were in the way they were in the beginning. So things may get Jersey Shore-y. Huh. Things may feel like a music video of LMFAO. Lots of party rocking, possibly some casual McNasty. Please use precautions. Don't drink and drive. You may also feel hit once again with a flow of creating inspiration, and if you're an artist, you may go back to your roots. You may also experience setbacks in turning into reality your projects, your ideas, especially the artistic ones. Watch your tongue with people you love, please. Please. Don't let your guts get to your tongue before your brain does. So the second eclipse will really be the final moment of like realizing what you want to do with your life, with your routine, with your home. Really, you may, like, if you haven't already, end of the month is possibly when you will realize that the routine you've been keeping up for a while is killing you. And you may also once again feel the need to radically change everything about it and everything about your household. You may feel like the final decision about keeping your brackets new pets, you may feel that decision has come, but please wait, because you may feel like relocating these babies right now. But please don't take any big decision on an eclipse. It's not the right time to do that. So wait a few weeks, push through it, and see how actually it's going to go. Right now, it feels very confusing, everything about your life, but please bear with it. Bear like with the malfunctions of the program, of the TV show, of the Truman Show, and really power through it, because after this rough patch is going to get super dreamy. Your life is actually going to feel like a dream, and you're going to find a routine that nourishes you. But please also listen to your body from end of the month on, because it may start like the way your body starts signaling you something is wrong may change. So really take care of yourself, of your health, and once again, listen to your body. Hi Sagittarius, so welcome to your reading. I'm not doing tarot, but your horoscope. Let's start with the start of the month that will be very family and household focused. You will feel a little bit of a homebody this beginning of March. You will feel like retiring in your home, spending time with your family. It may be not the easiest, like you're going to be like, oh, I miss my family, I want to spend time with them, and then you spend time with them and you'll be like, dude, like you're going to be like, oh, I remember now why so many kerfuffles happen when I spend time with these people. But it's actually going to be quite sweet, quite a cute time, and it's going to feel loving. So yeah. Venus retrograde in Aries. Womanizer, she's a man eater. And with these two songs, I can wrap everything up. Go listen to them. This is going to be you. You're going to be the queen, the king, the monarch of messiness. Please use precautions. And please remember, actions have consequences. You will see that this month. Oh, you will see that. As for artists, you may feel the need to reinvent yourself, putting all this emphasis on artists because Venus rules art. So if you are tired of me like doing these off topics about artists, this is the reason. Sagittarius risings Venus will, like those of you who work in arts, Venus will get you using the same approach Lady Gaga used for Abracadabra, like old her but with a new oomph. So the eclipse will hit you on the workplace and you will realize that maybe that this is not a good job for you, like it doesn't replenish you, doesn't give you much. So you may fire yourself, you may get fired, you may find a new job, you may get an unexpected job offer. Like not everything about the eclipse is daunting. Really, there is a need to make a strong change on your workplace because it hasn't been like useful to you on like any level, like economic, psychological. Like there is a need for change and you will realize it on the first eclipse. And also someone will possibly try to smear your reputation, so watch out for those. Prepare to defend yourself. So the month basically will be full of the consequences of the McNasty. Really, they will beat your. So please don't mess around too much. The end of the month will be focused once again on your household, and it is a time for tough talks. So yeah, bear with that. These conversations aren't the easiest, I know. It's going to go down, like all the conversations with your family, whether it's your mother, your father, or the family you're building. So uncomfy conversations with your sons, daughters, partners. And really, like, old wounds will reopen in this department. Old rivalries will come back. Be mature, don't escalate things. Try to be patient with people who will escalate things. Really, Sagittarius, risings, and everything else, like Sun, Moon, possibly Mercury and Venus. Don't go wild. I know the sky is telling you, do the Jersey Shore, do the LMFAO video, do the McNasty, but the second eclipse will really give you all the consequences of your possible mess. Please, for the love of good gracious God, please. If you go too wild in this department, by the end of the month, you're cooked. And yeah, I know that after it, like you're not going to be as wild as you've been so far for like quite a while, and you will feel like in this department things will then feel more peaceful. But please, it's not worth it. You may end up this whole period feeling confused about the relationship you have with pleasure and your sexuality. So even though possibly after it the things will get like mellower and you will like be more selective with like the people you experience pleasure with, whether it's that type of pleasure or like simply the pleasures of life, other pleasures of life. To get there you may go through quite of a rough patch, so like it's not worth it. And this, to be honest, goes for everything that can give you pleasure. And be careful to those type of pleasures that may have some like side effects. So please don't overeat, for example. Don't drink too much. Try to stay balanced, please. And artists, you guys will come to the conclusion that you need to radically revolutionize your approach to the craft. And I'm sorry, but some of them will quit or take a break. Don't want to be catastrophic, but just being the messenger. Capricorns, how is it going? Well, how it will be going, this is something I already know. And the start of March will really have you getting into such a healthy place socially, like girls' night out, boys' night out. It's going to feel good, quality time with quality friends. And like there can be some bumps along the way, a flat tire during one of these get-togethers, but that's okay. like great field trips, mall trips, restaurant trips. Nice lunches. I think it's actually going to be a good moment also for online popularity. If you have some type of online business, if you're an influencer, this is a good time. Like, I think people are going to perceive you more as a dreamy figure, going to be intrigued by your aura, your online presence. You may find a lot of pleasure in studying, especially your most peculiar interests. And things may not go like super spectacular in the exams department, but they may miraculously work out well. So you too will be hit in the family department, especially by the Venus retrograde, and it's going to be a we need to talk type of moment with your parents, with your sons and daughters, with your partner. So yeah, like kind of the same things that I said for Sagittarius, they go for you as well. Buckle up, be patient, and try to not let things escalate. Really, there's no need to go into full-blown physical fights. I know people are immature, so please try to be mature and try to restrain, contain their lack of maturity if they have any. And also, you may find your household and its furniture, garments pretty lifeless, and you will feel the need to breathe new life into it. Maybe buying some stuff that reminds you of your childhood, old vibes, old houses you've lived in. Maybe also some like old aesthetics like of other times, and like old things are the new for you, the new life for you right now when it comes to like the atmosphere in your household. So the first eclipse will hit you in the spiritual department. You will kind of have like a realization about your spirituality, sort of like a literal epiphany, and realizing some new things you should embrace, some old ones you need to leave behind. Really, this is a very radical change you will feel the need to do. Really, it's a moment in which you will feel to do that because of your peace of mind. You may feel also the need to take a long trip abroad, maybe possibly to, like, if you do not live in the birthplace of your spiritual belief, you will feel the need to go physically there. So things are going to stay just as cool in the socializing department, like all these cute get-togethers and giggles, but things, they will also start being more dramatic and messy, so love triangles and polygons. Some ex may text you out of the blue. The eclipse, like the one at the end of the month, the second one, it's going to be the full-blown crash out of your, the relationships in your family, really. Try to not argue around this day, but really, it's going to feel even heavier. So, hold on tight, please. And try to keep things once again civil, mature. Like I said, there could be fights, but please, no need to escalate. What I've told you before goes also for this moment, for the end of the month. Be mature, try to deal with other people's immaturity, try to nudge them in the good direction. Try, if needed, cut ties, as tough as it is, cut ties with toxic family members that just you can't deal with anymore. It's hard, but sometimes it's needed. And also, your house may really be in need of serious maintenance, so yeah, take care of that. But if you work properly, you may end up living in your dream household, and after you've worked through all those heavy things, heavy topics in your family, and eventually parted ways with people that they should not be in your life, things will actually be much better in the family department, and it's like a collective weight has been lifted from you guys' chests. Hello, Aquarius babies. So the beginning of the month see you very hungry for the finest things in life, like You want luxury, guys. You really want that. You want to pamper yourself. And you're going to be thinking about how to do that. And you also be thinking about how to make more money. You will feel also more money hungry. But I wouldn't fully trust the ideas you will come up with during these times to make more money. It's not going to be realistic. So you two are one of those which will feel all of the Venus retrograde in Aries, really. Denial is a river, the triangles, the polygons, the X's, the blah blah blah. You know it, you know the drill. I've seen it, I've said it 100 times in this reading. Go Google the definition of Venus retrograde and you'll find what you will go through. Also, this is the time you will feel like going back to your 12 years old interests. Really, it's time to not feel cringe about them anymore. We are done. We are done cringing about that. Embrace them, breathe them, live them. You will struggle though to make room for them in your life and to study these things if they can be studied, but you will feel the uncontrollable need to yap about them in your social circle, but actually may help you like land some people, like people will find this interesting, like some will, some others will be like, oh, why are you talking about this? But you may end up actually bonding over this personal thing with other people. And actually the main stage possibly for this Venus retrograde is going to be either school or university, like places where you can learn. So also the eclipse, the first one is going to be a textbook eclipse, like go Google the definition of what eclipse does to you in astrology and you will find what's going to happen. So yeah, once again, reopening of old wounds, the dark side making itself be heard, the need for shadow work, harder to swallow pills about yourself, your subconscious. But all of this will happen in the name of healing. So it is a needed destruction of superstructures in yourself that you don't need anymore. Please rest and take care. The end of the month will be kind of tough financially, like please resist the urge to splurge. Don't spend too much money. Use it wisely, guard your savings, try to not fall for scammers, and keep close to yourself, your best accountants. So the eclipse is going to be like the wrapping up of the whole sitcom shenanigans that went down during the Aries Venus retrograde. Choose wisely who to keep close to yourself and who to like not. Try to not fumble good suitors and good friends. Do not ruin these relationships. Like you will be possibly faced with the choice, like, do I ruin my friendship and turn it into a relationship? Do I like, or maybe I'm going to keep my mouth shut, I'm going to fumble that person and keep them as a good friend. Like you have to understand how to keep both like good friendships and good romantic suitors, because it can get like really sweet and it is going to get movie-like after this. It's going to feel a little confusing at first. At the end of the month, it's going to get a little confusing, a little, not like messy in the K-drama type of way, but like, what do I do now? Literal confusion. But then this brain fog, it will go away, and if you've made the right choices, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time for personal connections will unfold from now on. And actually you have ahead of yourself some beautiful short trips, albeit with some minor inconveniences. And finally, we're wrapping it up with Pisces. Hello, Pisces babies. Here's your horoscope by yours truly. And guys, the beginning of the month is so good. Like, you are glowing, really. You are feeling more confident in yourself. There's still some work to be done. There are still some insecurities to make peace with, to deal with. But really, despite those, you feel such a strong need to express yourself. Really, you don't want to be hiding anymore. And that's so beautiful. And you look absolutely gorgeous, Pisces, really. You're really glowing, like I said before, really. Venus retrograde, though, will not be a fun time because you may end up realizing you were the villain all along in a current or past important relationship of yours. You may realizing only now that you have been manipulated. On the other hand, like this is about realizing you're either the villain or other people have been. You're going to be, oh wow, like I really did that, or like so and so really did that to me. The audacity. You will feel the weight of your dark side in this type of relationships. You will feel the need to investigate that and how to not let that ruin everything, and what you can do in your love life to actually nurture the part of yourselves that need more love, the most hidden ones, because they are deserving of love as well. You are deserving of love as a whole. Remember that. Hidden enemies may come to the light. You may finally bust some nasty guy, some unfaithful friend, some unfaithful partner. Ex may badmouth you, and partners may get more toxic. Please respect yourself and let yourself be respected. And yeah, you may as well do some uncomfy musings about the darkest aspects of life and yourself. This is kind of a recurring thing for pretty much everyone this month of March. And really, the first eclipse will be the final countdown, the Armageddon moment of all of this. This is the moment when you will possibly understand whether it's a good idea to keep your current relationships going. You may breaking up with someone may break up with you. It's going to be a little bit of a crashing down, fights may ensue, so please be mature and everything. Like, once again, let's act mature. Let's not escalate kerfuffles into physical fights. There's no need to. So from the half to the end of the month, you may feel unlucky in life, even though you're probably not, but just like what's going to feel like. And you may do some more musings about the dark side of yourself. So journal about them and open up about them with someone you trust. Take care of your mental health, really. So by the end of the month, you should actually breathe on your love life. Like, finally, things will go better. You may find someone new if you're looking for them. You will also love yourself more and start to embrace your insecurities. And you're going to try to rebrand and go back to some kind of old vibes. This is another underlying theme of Venus retrograde throwbacks. So do some trial and error, both on like the outside and on your inside when it comes to a glow up, and yeah, dabble with some old but gold type of stuff. You will feel like inclined to do that. And you will feel once again the need to express yourself, and also you will struggle to a little bit as well, because like not everyone in this world is in touch with their inner child, Pisces. You know it well. You are, but others not so much. So please be patient. Try to be patient in this world of cold adults, of people who have like long forgotten their inner child. I know you take care of him or her, of them really, really well. Please don't let those people's words get to you. So finally, the eclipse is going to be a little bit of a tower moment when it comes to the aforementioned topics of the shadow self, the shadow work. It's going to be the final realization about this part of yourself. You may have a freeing crying session to get this weight of off your chest. And after this very intense moment has took place, and you will feel more liberated, that dark side is going to retreat itself far into the abyss, it's not gonna be as within reach as it has been for this month, and maybe it's better because you will feel like you breathe better. It's like a gate will close on it. And this may feel frustrating because you do want to learn more about that and be less confused on this topic, but really, you will also feel more at peace. Like, okay, maybe we'll have to revisit this in the future, but for now, like, this chapter is over. We can breathe, we can rest, and we can enjoy a little bit of a better life. So yeah, guys, this was my first ever horoscope, and I hope you enjoyed that. And I'm going to leave in the description the list of the main transits this month, and possibly my PayPal. Like, I don't know if I'm going to put the thank you thingy or like the link to my PayPal in the description, but if you want to give me a tip, I'm going to give you a way to do that. And I really hope to catch you soon on another astrology related video, or whatever shenanigans I will just post on this channel, because I'm pretty messy with the stuff that I post here. Like, I'm not consistent at all, both like with the frequency and the topics, but I really don't care. And I hope you've enjoyed this first astrology video of mine, and I'll see you again really soon, hopefully. Bye, ciao.